Hi, Mark T. the Handyman here. Today we're going to do a video about the faults on a Hayward pool heater. So the first fault we are going to look at is the IF fault. The IF fault is an ignition failure code on the Hayward pool heater which indicates the burner tried to fire but failed to ignite. There are several reasons why you could get an IF fault. You could have a blocked burner orifice, which would mean you need to clean the orifices. The next possibility would be you have a dirty flame sensor, so you would need to clean the sensor with a soft brush. Some people recommend a dollar bill so as to not damage the sensor. Another reason could be a defective surface igniter, which would mean you need to replace the igniter. Another common cause for the IF fault would be a low gas pressure or a defective gas valve, which would mean you need to adjust the gas valve pressure or replacement of the gas valve. Another common Hayward pool heater fault is the LO fault, which indicates a low water flow often caused by a dirty filter, whether they be a sand or cartridge or DE filter. To solve that problem, you will need to backwash the filter. Also, another common cause for the LO fault would be a clogged skimmer basket or a clogged pump basket. To correct that fault, you will need to clear and clean the debris from the pump and skimmer baskets and ensure that the pump is running at the proper speed. And of course, a seemingly simple cause for an LO fault is a low water level condition in the pool. The fix for that is to fill the pool so that the water level is at the halfway mark at the skimmer. This next fault is not as common as the first two faults that we've talked about. This is the IO fault, or the igniter open fault on the Hayward pool heater. This indicates an issue with the igniter circuit, typically a faulty igniter, a broken wire, a loose wire connection, or something on the circuit board that is not attached properly through the wire harness connector on the circuit board. If the igniter itself is defective, you can check the continuity on the igniter, and if there is no continuity, you know that the igniter itself is bad. But make sure to check the wiring too. The next fault is similar to the last fault in that it is not as common as the IF and the LO faults. This code is the AO fault. An AO fault on a Hayward pool heater indicates the blower vacuum switch is open when it should be closed, signaling a failure to detect airflow. First, you'll want to inspect the hoses running to the hockey puck vacuum switch for cracks or kinks or disconnections. Replace any damaged tubing. Check the blower operation to ensure that the blower motor starts spinning when the heater tries to ignite. If it doesn't spin or sounds weak, the blower may be damaged or obstructed by debris or critter's nest. Test for continuity on the vacuum switch with a multimeter. If the blower runs but the switch doesn't close, replace the vacuum switch. And lastly, check the wiring for corrosion or damage, especially between the switch and the control board. For the most part, the IF and the LO faults are the most common. The IO and the AO come in second as far as faults go. The next fault would be my number 5 of the top 5 faults. This one is the PF fault. The PF code stands for polarity failure. It indicates an electrical issue where high voltage power is incorrectly supplied, specifically reversed hot in neutral wires, or a low voltage condition of below 108 volts for a 120 volt system, or a faulty ground path on a Hayward pool heater, typically indicating a power supply / polarity fault, which means an incorrect voltage or grounding situation. Now, of course, if you are not familiar with or don't feel confident when you're working with electricity, call an electrician now. To correct the problem, check the incoming voltage. Ensure the incoming power is within 10% of the required voltage, whether it be 120 or 240 volts. Next, check the wiring. Ensure the hot, neutral, and ground wires are properly connected in the junction box. Once the problem is corrected, you will need to reset the unit. Turn off the circuit breaker for at least 5 minutes to allow the control board to reset. Inspect the control board. If the power is correct and the code persists, the ignition control board or the ICB may be faulty. At this time, it is time to change the circuit board. I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up or a like. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to leave a comment. I sure would like to hear from you. Thanks for watching.